Welcome to the Nightcap, the party of after parties. Yes! Melody Holt!
The least relevant person on the show.
Oh my God! Monique Samuel.
You're miserable. You don't know how to dress. You can't keep a man.
Wait, hold on.
My baby's father be in my DM.
Reality TV!
Left cheek, right cheek, left cheek, right cheek, left cheek, right cheek, left cheek, right cheek. Shake that thing, shake that thing, shake that thing.
Yes! Welcome to the Nightcap, the party of after parties, right here on OWN, baby. I'm Carlos King, and this is my sidekick, not side chick. This ain't Huntsville, y'all, just to be clear. Say hi to Godiva. Godiva. Go ahead, baby. DJ Princess Cut's in the building.
Everybody watching now, he drew.
What's up? Now look, you may know me as the king of reality TV who created some of OWN's most popular shows like Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, and Bell Collector. Now, what you may not know is that I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, in a family of 10 kids. Yes, I was the middle child, honey. Look, my 6th grade teacher named Mrs. G sent a progress report home to my parents. Miss Thing said I was very smart and very sassy. Yes, Mrs. G! I would like to dedicate this show to Mrs. G because I am proving that smart and sassy boys get their own show one day. Let's welcome the fierce and inspirational queen of Huntsville, Melody Holt! You look good!
Yes, you do.
Melody's in the building! Next up, we got the Regal Queen, who's the centerpiece of our own brand new series, Love and Marriage DC. That's right, Monique Samuels. Y'all look snatched.
We both got the buns out tonight, too. Hey.
I got the buns out too. No, y'all look good.
Thank you. So
Oh my gosh. So look, grab your drinks, ladies, and y'all at home, because it's time for my sip and see. Yes! So look, let's talk about the Valentine's Day drama, but first, watch this clip.
What did she say?
I don't care, but if the Valentine's Day, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to her.
Go ahead, Melody.
I'm good. I definitely wouldn't go after that.
But you're not Melody.
So what happened where the energy turned into WWE? World War Energy.
Yeah, while I was having a conversation with Destiny, Tisha, after making little sly remarks on the side and little looks before that, chimed in. And I'm like, I ain't talking to you, I'm talking to her.
Well, you actually said, bitch, I'm not talking to you.
That is exactly what I said.
That's what you said, child. But so Maurice said this about you, Melody. He said that you're always at the centerpiece of the drama.
I mean, coming from the least relevant person on the show, I could see how I could maybe be considered the center of the drama. But are we really still listening to the lawyer who got caught in a lie? Yeah, I'll pass on that. Next question.
So Monique,
Yes.
whose side were you on in that Valentine's party?
honestly, I was on Mel and Stormy's side because I didn't feel like they were coming with anything that wasn't factual. I don't think they were trying to be messy. Stormy was literally asking a question, and it was met with a lot of like shade and mocking, and I don't like to be mocked either, so I was like a little bit triggered in that scene. So yeah, I was kind of feeling like they were being a little bit, you know, extra.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, besides Maurice, someone else has something to say about you, Melody. Your ex-husband, Martell. He said that you bring girls on the show like Stormy, Kiki, and Tiffany to do your dirty work. That's what people believe, a lot of people believe that Stormy's on the show to do your dirty work. And Martell's saying you like do girls. Is there any sort of correlation between those two?
Oh, now one thing about me is I do my own. I handles my own myself. I don't need nobody to handle anything for me. I've been handling it since season 1. I think I've been very vocal, forthcoming, throwing things if I feel like it since season 1. So to do what?
You and Destiny recently had a war of words on social media where you revealed that you gave Destiny money in her time of need. Can you talk to us about that?
If you notice, I hadn't said anything about how I'd helped her until I had to defend myself because she made a post on social media, you know, and called me a liar and a master manipulator. And I'm like, rewind. Let me remind you of how I've actually been a great friend, right? I'm this kind of friend, Carlos. You don't have to ask me for anything. If I see there's a need, I'm gonna do all I can to help you. So for example, if I come to your house and there's a utility notice on your door, that's all, and that's enough for me.
Was there a notice on her door?
There was.
And how much did you send her?
Total, probably close to around about 5,000 to 6,000.
I pay you that much on this show? Monique is back on the big reality scene for the world to see. Take a look.
This is actually showing you all of the pieces that you've missed when I was put into a box. And now I'm gonna shine and show you the whole person. The businesswoman, the mom, the wife, the friend.
Oh, it smells so good.
This is the person that has always been present, but has not able to be seen. And now you're seeing her for the first time. So hello, allow me to reintroduce myself.
Monique is back on reality TV! Oh my God. How does it feel to be back on reality TV telling the world all your business, child?
I never gave up on reality TV. I just didn't like the situation that I was put in on that other show. I left because there was no reason to stay, you know?
Have you heard from your former Potomac castmates about this show, or even Andy Cohen?
Yes, all of the above. I still talk to Karen Huger. I still talk to Ashley Darby. Andy reached out as soon as he heard the show was announced. We're still cool. I'm cool with the people who have been genuine to me, even behind the scenes.
You heard from Karen?
Karen and Ashley, the only two that matter.
Okay, later, an exclusive look at next week's Love and Marriage DC episode. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to the Nightcap with Carlos King. With me is Melody Holt from...
It's Melody SHARI.
Are you rebranding yourself or something?
Absolutely. You ain't seen yet, baby. Holt drop SHARI, Melody SHARI.
We have Melody SHARI from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Can I still call you Monique Samuels?
Of course.
Okay. We got Monique Samuels from Love and Marriage DC. You're in the hot seat right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Every seat I sit in is hot.
Ooh. Y'all on fire tonight. I love it. Let's see the clip where you and Chris are talking about this damn list.
Just of who I am, things that I like about myself, and things that
What is he
I can work
passionate
on.
about?
Passionate about stuff like that.
Like,
I missed the mark because I didn't quite understand exactly what you wanted in the list.
you told me you was gonna give it to me in a week, and it's been over a month. It was almost like, since we wasn't meeting with Terry, you just disregarded it, like, I ain't gotta do it.
What's going on right now in you and Chris's marriage?
It's the same thing that's been going on the entire 10 years we've been together, which is Chris, he procrastinates a lot. You know, he's very comfortable, and trying to push him out of his comfort zone so that we can actually be a team and not all of the weight on me has been an issue. So when you are married to a successful Black man who grew up in a home where maybe his example of a father and a husband wasn't all that it could be, he could just be giving baths and making food and thinks that he's super dad and that's all he has to do. So, and then when it comes down to our relationship, the reason why the list is so important is because that was a chance for Chris to just write down and tell me, this is who I am on paper. This is some of the things I need to work on. This is where I am currently. I already did it. So I needed him to return and do his part. Like, just give me the darn list.
Melody, when you watched that scene, did it bring back situations that you and Martell went through?
Absolutely. Definitely brought back some memories because both people have to be willing to do the work. That's not one therapy session and then you say, oh, I'm done now. No, the continuation of that, putting in the effort, putting in the work. So I definitely could relate.
Now, you know I can't talk about these reality streets without hearing from you guys at home. When you reach out to me on social media or in person, because y'all be stalking a brother, it's like you're calling a hotline for answers to your reality TV questions. So I have the King Hotline where I'm going to do just that. Here's our very first viewer question. On your podcast, Carlos, Reality with the King, you listed your top 10 greatest housewives of all time. Monique's former castmate, Giselle Bryant, was on the list. The question is, Monique, do you agree? Y'all shady. Do you agree with this? And do you feel slighted that you weren't on the list?
Well, I mean, you're entitled to your wrong opinion. No, in all sincerity, as a viewer and as a producer, you're going to look at things differently, right? So as a viewer, if you're the person that is bringing all the drama and causing all issues because you're miserable, you don't know how to dress, you don't and can't keep a man, if that's what you're going off of, then yeah, she should be on the list for having the most men for the most seasons. But when it comes down to it, I really felt like Karen should have been in that position because, let's be real, Karen provides the storyline. So that's just my opinion. I could have been on that list too, though, even though I only had 4 years in. My binder should have been on that list.
Oh, honey, your binder is the greatest prop of all time on The Real Housewives. So, Melody, do you agree?
For Karen, I know what it means to be everyone's kind of storyline or giving them something to have, something to talk about. Yep. So I get it. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. I get it.
Look, I ain't got time for the shade, so we're gonna cut to commercial break because the expression that I wanna give, I can't. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back to the Nightcap. Yes, I'm here with Melody SHARI and Monique Samuels. So look, I don't know anyone who doesn't love Miss Wanda, except Melody, and her wise words. So we came up with a segment I like to call Word on the Street with Miss Wanda.
That folks calling folks bitches and you know what I'm saying? I don't like that, Carlos. I really don't. But I know you can't control these streets. They're just wild, loose animals. That's all they are. Wild, loose in the bed. Wild, loose on their feet. Wild, loose on their toes. That's what they call them. So, like I told Tisha, don't never get mad when call you a bitch. Never. Only thing you supposed to look at that and say, respect my name, girl. Put some respect on my name. You gonna call me a bitch, you better call me a HBIC.
Go ahead, sis.
Well, first of all, I had to, take some time to actually process what she tried to say. And, just uncouth. I mean, oh, gosh.
I got a question. Does she have a man? No, and like in all realness, a lot of times when these older moms are all up in their children's business, it's because they don't have a good relationship with the opposite sex or the same sex if they're into that. But I'm just saying, like, she got too much time on her hands.
You're probably right, because she said she has a husband and a boyfriend, and then her baby's father be in my DM, like in all my
Wait, hold up.
Like in all my stories and comment.
Hold up, wait a minute. Doodle Brown, wait. You mean to tell me Wanda's baby's father be in your DMs?
Uh-huh.
How old is this man?
I don't know, ask Tisha, it's her daddy.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm done.
Hold on.
Ooh, Huntsville is the gift that keeps on giving.
I really don't know how to continue this show with that bomb that just dropped. Woo, Lord Jesus. But I'm gonna try. Okay. Seeing Miss Wanda brings me to one more piece of business we need to discuss about meddling. Now, this is my court, so all rise. Okay? You're in the king's court, honey. Yes. But side note, an all-new season of All Rise premieres June 7th at 8 o'clock exclusively on OWN. All right, so here's the question for the court. Do you think Miss Wanda is guilty of meddling in Tisha's business, or is she just looking out for her daughter?
She's guilty of meddling in her daughter's business. At a certain point when your child grows up, you have to trust that everything you instilled in them is proven to be valid. So whatever choices your child makes, whether it's in their relationships or their marriage, is on your child. You gotta mind your business, honey, and go get a man.
Melody Cherie, can you step up to the podium, please?
I'm just saying.
I really feel like I've already pleaded my case, but you know. Wanda is definitely guilty of meddling in her daughter's business. She doesn't have any business of her own, the woman that has a husband and a boyfriend, okay? I think that she has an issue with believing that Tisha has the ability to handle her own business because she didn't really, wait. Because she didn't instill a lot in her. She didn't instill a lot in her, that's why.
All right, the court is adjourned. Yes! Thank you. Up next is the clip you've been waiting for, so stay right there. Welcome back to the Nightcap. This is the best premiere episode of late night TV history. I'm just saying, this is crazy. But look, I promise y'all, thank you. I promise y'all a sneak peek of next week's episode, 11 Marriage DC. So here you go.
I'm not deciding to leave this marriage because of love. He can love me until Jesus comes. At the end of the day, you were not honest. You didn't come into the marriage honest. You said you lived in a basement apartment. There's a difference between a basement apartment in Georgetown and a basement apartment in your parents' house.
Well, you didn't ask him.
Are we serious right now?
What I'm saying is I would not go into a marriage with somebody who at least I haven't saw where they lived before.
How dare you? Y'all better be glad I know the Lord for real, because the unsaved winner got a lot of stuff to say in the back of her mind.
Y'all better wait and see it, baby. So look, as RuPaul says, reading is fundamental, honey. So I got my reading glasses, child. I love a good prop. Yes! So closing out, I have a segment called The Read of the Night. If y'all follow me on social media, y'all know I love to post inspirational quotes. So I wanna say something right now, and I'm not gonna cry. This has been a dream come true for me for many years, and this shows you that hard work does pay off. And I look at my relationship with Melody. Like, if it wasn't for Love and Marriage Huntsville and you and I meeting, none of this would be possible on this very network who I love so much. So I wanna thank you. And Monique, you were sought after when you left that other show. So the fact that you decided within 1 year to work with me and to star in a franchise of DC has been magical. So I want to thank you too for being my first guest. Listen, I'm a testament that at the end of the day, age don't mean nothing. I wanted this since I was 12 years old, and at the nice age of 13, I have it. So, you know, this is good. And last but not least, I want to dedicate this show to my mother, who's in heaven. And she's been my biggest supporter and my angel. And I know she's looking down on me proud. So thank you, Mom. All right? So look, don't ever forget that you are always welcome in my VIP room anytime, Melody, SHARI, and Monique Samuels. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week.
This is gonna be a good show.
Listen, you missed.
How am I messy?
Strippers Appreciation Day.
Something about your style. You so addictive, baby. Maybe we can sing my prediction.
Thank you for tuning in to the Nightcap with Carlos King. Make sure to download the Watch On app and catch up on all episodes.